Great. Once again, welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm Carolyn, and welcome to another edition of Spa Yoga. So we're going to start class, as I mentioned. We're going to begin lying on our backs today, which is how I love to begin a lot of our spa practices, lying on our backs. It's such a really simple way to get grounded right away. And it's also really comfortable for the body if we lie on our backs. And we'll warm up some of the body parts, specifically the hamstrings that we're going to be working with or releasing today. We'll do some of that on our backs first, and then we'll come up and move a bit. So again, just make your way onto your back. Get comfortable. And I will too. Spa yoga. Excellent. Good. So on your back, just set yourself up however you'd like to. If you'd like to have your legs straight out in front of you, go ahead. If you'd rather have the soles of your feet together and your knees bent wide open in a diamond shape, absolutely, you could do that. And it can be really soothing to have the hands maybe on the stomach or down around the hips. If you'd prefer not to, then take a different arm variation instead. It's okay. Let's all inhale together. And a big exhale. Landing into your body again with a big inhale. And a landing into this moment. Let's do one more big inhale. If you're just joining us now, welcome. And if it feels like it takes your mind 10 minutes to arrive, welcome. Welcome every time you take a deep breath. I'd like us to do some really simple breath work together, some simple pranayama together. Just make sure that you're comfortable through the legs and any way with the arms or hands. This is done through the nose, so we'll start inhaling for 4, holding for 2, exhaling for 4, and holding for 2. And then we'll increase the length of the retention. If today is not feeling like the day to hold your breath because your anxiety levels are a bit agitated today, then don't hold your breath. Just do really long inhales and exhales. So with your lips sealed, let's all exhale out the nose to get onto the same page. And through your nose, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold empty, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, holding for 3, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, exhale 1, 2, 3, hold 3, one more round, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold for a count of 3. And now just let your breath do what it wants to do. And you can keep your hands as they are, or perhaps bring your palms into prayer and touch your thumbs to the space between your eyebrows. This is the space of wisdom and intuition around the third eye. So please connect to this area, this space within you already that is wise, your greatest teacher. And let's be thankful that you listened to yourself and your inner wisdom today, and you have showed up, that you're here to breathe and care for your body. Another big breath. Use your hands maybe to guide your knees together if they were open, and extend your left leg on the floor and your right leg on the floor, and then reach your arms overhead as well and interlace your fingers so you've made one fist, and reach your arms back behind you on the ground. Zipper your legs together, squeeze your arms into your ears, and stretch out longer, like you're trying to split yourself in half. Your legs stretch out. Pull your fist back behind your head. Deep breath. Nice. And then walk your feet over to the left, all the way over to the left side of your mat. And then take your fist over to the left as well, so you're arcing your body on the floor in a reclined half moon. Maybe climb your right ankle on top of your left ankle. Breathe out into your right side. You'll feel a little C curve in the left side of your body and a really big, stretchy curve in the whole right side. And if you're wanting to find a little more stretch, then absolutely your hands, your interlaced fingers could walk a little more to the left, and take 2 more breaths. Walk your body back into the center and draw your right knee in, and take your laced hands around your right shin. Feel the little curve in your low back, so your tailbone is pressing into the floor. Press your shoulder blades down and take a few breaths. As you exhale, can you hug your right thigh closer into your right abdomen? Extend your right leg straight up now, and clasp your hands behind your right hamstrings. Just not right behind the knee, a little lower than the knee, or maybe a little higher than the knee. Zipper your inner thighs together. Tailbone lengthening down into the floor. And give a little resistance as you try to pull your leg in. Press your leg out into your hands. Be aware of your breath. And now point your right tippy toes way up, 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 just to stretch along the top of your foot and the muscles around the shin for another breath or two, pointing as much as you can. Go in the opposite direction. Now, flexing toes back to shin, and kick your heel up even higher to access your calf muscles and your Achilles. Work your toes towards your face as much as you can for another breath. Rebend your right knee, and holding onto your right knee with your right hand, fall your knee open to the right, and then left hand can be on top of your left thigh. So this is option 1, or a half happy baby. Right hand can clasp around the right ankle or around the right foot. Just a sweet reminder to really use your left hand to anchor your left bum down, your left hip down. Use your right elbow maybe to widen your right knee to the right. One more big breath in and out. Doing great. Gonna give our hamstrings so much love today. Extend your right leg down beside your left leg. Gather your inner thighs together and interlace your fingers so you have one fist. And extend your arms back behind. Reach that fist back and away. Feel your arm muscles engaging to help pull back. Feel your legs engaging to stretch away. Hug your left knee in and interlace your hands around your left shin. With space around the neck, shoulders down and into the floor, shoulder blades grounded. Keep your feet active and feel longer exhales to tug your left knee in tighter. Enjoy your breath, enjoy all the sounds that you hear around you. Enjoy that you can be here. We're all here together. Reach your left leg straight up, interlace your hands behind your left hamstrings. So good. Gather your low belly in. Press your leg into your hands so your arms are working. And for a few breaths, point your left tippy toes up, 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 up. Notice the sensations along the top of your foot and around your shin. And then flip it so that your heel stretches up. Toenails are working towards the shin bone. And your top leg straighter and stronger. Yep, when I talk about hamstring releases, I also usually mean our calves. So really down the whole backs of the legs. It's all connected anyway. Final deep breath. Whoo. Bend your left knee and use your left hand around your left kneecap. Park your right hand on top of your right hip. Let your left knee fall out to the left. And again, this might be good. This might be enough. Feel free to stay. Or a half happy baby through the left side. And then because the momentum of your left leg and your left knee is swinging you to the left, I just love you to press your right hip down a little further. Breathe low into your groin. Breathe all around your pelvis. One more deep breath. And one more time on our backs here. Stretch your legs long on the floor. Interlace your 10 fingers. Reach your fist back behind your head. Really, really expansive inhale into the rib cage. Full exhale. And now hug both knees in and wrap your forearms or your laced hands around your shins. Notice every single breath. Okay, roll over onto one side and make your way all the way into a standing forward fold. So anywhere on your mat, into a standing forward fold with your feet about hip width or a little wider through your feet. Can be nice for your low back to take a little wider. And let yourself hang down. Choose any arm variation that serves you. If it's fingertips on the floor, or grab opposite elbows, or 10 fingers laced and reaching away from your back. A little lift through your low belly. Send your breath down your back and down the backs of your legs. Let go of neck tension and take one more breath in and out. Have your right foot forward and place your left foot all the way back and lower your left knee down onto padding or your left knee down onto the mat. But before you lift your hands up, just look at your back knee and make sure that it's hips distance apart from your front foot. And be sure that your front knee is over your front ankle. And then come on up to low lunge, reaching both arms up in the sky. And if you find now, oh, you could use a little bit of padding under your back knee, then go ahead. And same as we did lying down, I'd love you to interlace your fingers so your palms are together and your arms are stretched up. Squeeze biceps into ears. Reach up a little higher with that fist. And side bend to the right. Use the grip and squeezing of your right fingers to stretch your left arm longer. Turn your outer left hip forward, and we've got 3 more breaths. Breathing down the whole front left side. Always just going into the depth of the pose that your body is asking for. You never have to force it. Rise up, slowly lower your 10 fingers down. Hands frame your front foot. And lift your back knee away from the ground. So in this little flow that we do, we're on the ball of the back foot. And if you have blocks or if you find that you need any kind of props or blocks, please use them under your hands. Look forward as you inhale. And slowly straighten your right leg a little bit or a lot. And as you inhale, rebend your front knee. We're going to pulse it out. Exhale, straightening your front leg. It might not be all the way straight. I always have a little bend. My hamstrings need a little bend. Again, bend your front knee a lot and straighten it. And continue about 3 or 4 more times at any pace. Hello, hamstrings. Hello, body. And lower your back knee down as you bend into your front knee. And we're going to actually go a little further for hamstrings for Hanuman. Straightening your right leg, come onto your heel. Just a few more breaths, holding this in a more static way now. With your hips lifted over your back knee, maybe adjust your back knee back and stay upright or bow down. But as you fold, if you are folding, aim your chest to your front foot and energetically or literally stick your booty back behind you. So there's more length in your spine. And when you have more length in your spine and you reduce the rounding in your back, you'll access a much deeper and safer hamstring stretch rather than just straining the back. We find length and we go deeper with every single breath. One more here. You're doing great. Do you feel good? Hope you feel good. Okay. Bend into your front knee and take your hands inside your front foot and lift your back knee off the ground and walk your hands all the way around to the side for a wide-legged standing forward fold. So have your feet parallel to one another, quite wide distance between your feet, and a little bend in the knees and bow down. So your inner thighs are part of your hamstrings as well. Inner thighs, the adductors. Press and ground your outer feet so that the inner arches of your feet are lifted and engaged. And I'll give you about 6 or 7 breaths, folding any way that you wish, or hands on outer ankles, or side squats, bending one knee and then the other. Make it feel good for yourself. Make it feel good. Excellent. We're going to come on up into a flat back and actually walk our hands back to the left foot at the back of the mat now, and lower your right knee behind you. And have your hands on either side of your left foot and look at your back knee. Be sure that your back knee is hip width apart from your front foot, and your front knee is over your ankle, and come on up for low lunge. We'll just do all that stuff on the other side now. With interlaced fingers, your fist goes up to the ceiling. Turn your hips to face the back of your mat, square your right hip forward and reach up. And little sweet side bend over to the left. Keep getting as much length up as you can through the torso as you tip, so that there's lots of space in this side bend. And a little less collapsing into the left side. Navel in, 3 deep breaths. Steady your legs and rise up. Land your hands down. Hands frame your left foot and pick your back knee up off the ground. So we'll pulse again through the left hamstrings now. Chest forward on your inhale. Straightening your left leg more or less. It doesn't have to be totally straight. Just work with your ability. Work with what's happening in your body. Pulse it out. Keep going. Okay, last time, bending and straightening. The next time you bend your left knee, tap your right knee down for our half splits. Walking your left foot further away, come onto your left heel. Draw your left hip back and your right hip forward. Stay upright, or maybe a little fold. Maybe just a little fold. Ease yourself into it. Every time you exhale, maybe a little further. So good. Bend into your left knee, take your hands inside your left foot, back leg straightens. Walk your hands around to the side for a wide-legged position again, but this time a little bit different, goddess squat. So rise up with your elbows on your thighs, or it could be higher with hands on your thighs or hands on your knees. Be sure that your toes are pointing out in the same direction as your knees. You can stay exactly as you are, or you could do little kind of turns to one side, dipping one shoulder down, look up over the other shoulder, come through center, turn to the other side, or just remain still. You have about 3 or 4 more breaths. Press your knees wide out. Hands come down, straightening your legs. Just have your feet parallel in this wide-legged position. Let your head hang for 1 deep breath. Return your hands up to the original front edge of your mat. So walk yourself up to face forward and come to hands and knees and come into a child's pose. Option to stack your hands under your forehead or reach your arms out with your forehead on the floor. Yeah, just give yourself a few breaths in child's pose. Any kind of child's pose that you love. Feel the rise of your inhale and the fall of your exhale. And from your child's pose, walk both hands over to the right, off your mat to the right. I actually like to keep my hands shoulder width apart, and I lift my torso almost up over top of the right knee, of the right thigh, almost lift it up. But you play around. If you would rather have your left hand on top of your right hand, absolutely. Do what your body's asking for. Feel your left hand try to push away from you, out in front, and feel your left hip pull back to your left heel. Walk your hands through center and to the left. Option for hands to be shoulder width apart, or again, it could be right hand on top of left hand. Just see if you can lift your left ribs up on top of your left thigh. Walk through center, and you can either stay in child's pose for a few more breaths or come onto hands and knees for cat-cows. Please do what feels right for you. If you're taking cat-cows, go at any pace. Just use this as an opportunity, if you're cat-cowing, to gently articulate along the whole length of the spine and sweetly open up the back of the spine and the front of the spine. Good, you're doing great. Hope that you feel great. It's important that we take this time for ourselves. grateful that we're all doing this together. We're all in it together. Couple more cat-cows, or a couple more deep breaths if you're in child's pose. Now I have a little bit more for your hamstrings since that's our focus today. So meet me in a downward facing dog. And in your down dog, it can be slightly shorter than usual. Your feet can be a touch closer to your hands. Bend through your right knee deeply and reach your left heel back and down. You're not lifting your feet, you're just working the left heel a little closer and tilt your sitting bones higher. Again, when your spine is long, you'll get a sweeter stretch down the back of that left leg, all down through your calf. Can you get your left leg straighter as well? Final breath. And we'll switch. Bend into your left knee, nice deep bend in your left knee, working your right heel back and down. Your sitting bone's quite high, stick your butt up. Right leg as straight as it'll go. Press through both hands. And now walk in just a little bit closer and cross your right foot in front of your left foot, pinky toes touch. With your right foot crossed in front, walk your hands back, back, until your whole left foot is flat on the ground behind you. For me, I'm always up on my right tippy toes because I just need more space for my lovely hamstrings. You can bow as you are or walk your hands over to the right and press your hips to the left. Let your breath soak down your outer left thigh. Breathe down your outer left hip. All the muscles around your IT band, part of the hamstrings as well. Good, right? So good, so good. We'll just call it good rather than the other kind of optional words or descriptors. Walk your hands forward into our short little down dog. Pedal out your feet, pedal out your heels, little walking of the dog. And now take your left foot and cross it in front of your right foot. Hands walk back until your whole right heel is down behind you. And again, your left heel could be lifted. Option to walk your hands over to the left. Hang the weight of your skull down. Breathe down the outer right hip. Nice, deep, slow breath. Melt any tension around your eyes or your jaw. Hands walk back to center, hands walk forward into our little down dog. And then from your down dog with your big toes touching now, walk your hands back. And we're gonna take a little Malasana squat where our feet are together, big toes touch, knees wide. And walk your arms out in front of you so you're in a little more of a rounded position through your back. Hug your knees in slightly. Let your forehead aim down to the mat. And as your knees gently press into your armpits, maybe get your heels back and down a little bit lower and maybe walk your 10 finger tops forward. Outstretch your arms And breathe up into your rounded back. See if you can dome your back up to the sky more, round up between the shoulder blades more. Walk your hands in. Come to sit on your bum. Whew. Good. Okay. New body, new you. Welcome, spa yoga. New body, new you. I'd love to do a little bit more for the outer hips. So I know when we did that IT band release, we got a little bit into the outer hips. We'll just do a bit more. I'm going to take double pigeon with right shin on top of left shin. You can always lie down on your back if you'd rather take thread the needle. It's a really good one as well, of course. Thread the needle or a different kind of pigeon with just your right shin forward. So once you've chosen double pigeon or lying on your back for thread the needle, just be here. Dive right into your breath once again. If you're seated, you can always start to tip forward, maybe 10% more into a fold. And maybe after a couple breaths, you find a little more depth into your hip opener, whatever that looks like for you. And sometimes finding more depth means that we're just inviting ourselves to relax. Sometimes going deeper means doing less, letting go further into your pose. Anytime you'd like to exhale out your mouth, go for it. 5 more breaths together here. No hurry to release. Maybe give your legs a little shake out. And if you're on your back, just switching sides for thread the needle on the other side. If you're sitting with me, other shin on top or pigeon on the other side. I really think that, if you get lost in your breath and if you get so immersed into what's happening in your body right now, it's not a bad thing. It's important to be present with ourselves no matter what's happening around the world. Yes, the practice is presence with everything that's going on, the inner and the outer world, but we can get really swept away with the outer world. It's so nice to just be here, deeply focused on ourselves. You deserve it. We all need this right now. One more big breath. Come on up. Meet us seated. If you've laid down, just sit up with us just for a moment here. You can sit cross-legged or you can sit on your shins if sitting on your shins is better for you. A little bit of shoulder stuff just before we lie down and do our nice resting pose for today. So for the shoulders, right elbow under left elbow, eagle arms. So I just mean shoulders, I mean upper back by shoulders, so the backs of the shoulders. Elbows can lift even higher for a couple breaths. And then elbows coming lower for a couple breaths. Squeeze your forearms as your palms just kind of tip away from you. Yeah, so you'll just kind of let your arms fall, but your elbows low, and take another big breath for your left shoulder here. And then we'll go back up with the elbows, big breath. Send your forearms away from your face and maybe higher. Take your time to switch sides. Elbows higher if you can, big breath. And then elbows kind of coming in towards your solar plexus into your body, and your forearms might be falling away from you. Nice, good. With eagle arms, take your elbows up again, last 2 or 3 breaths. As much as you lift your elbows, keep the tops of your shoulders down. Gently release, interlace your fingers in front of you, and arms extend up, take your fist up, up, up. And if this isn't working for your shoulders, just split your hands apart, or you're clasping your hands. Chest lifting, inhale, maybe look up a touch, and lean back and pull your fist forward as you round in. A couple more. Chest up, inhale, open, fronts of the shoulders, exhale, round, tuck your belly in, lift, breathe in, and round. Can you pull your fist forward? More. Last time. Up. Chin up. Exhale, round. Tuck your chin way down. Hands on your knees, sit up. Yeah, that was good. How I would love for us to take Shavasana today is with the legs. If you're near a wall, you could put your legs up the wall. For me, I'm going to put my legs on the couch because that's kind of the best thing that I have right now. Or if you want to take Shavasana just lying on your back, then just lie down on your back or in child's pose. But for me, again, I have a couch, so I'm just going to have my whole back on the ground and slip my legs up on my couch. So my legs are bent, and this is still a great release for the low back, which is what I'm hoping you all get. If you're at a wall, you can have your legs straight up the wall. So finding however you'd like to rest, legs up, or taking more traditional Shavasana corpse pose. Let go of your intentional breathing now. And let your breath become shallow. A slight parting of your lips. relax all the muscles in your body. As you feel yourself getting more relaxed and further relaxed, you're still aware of the world around you and any sounds around you. Feel free to stay in Shavasana. Feel free to remain as you are with your legs up, perhaps. And if you're gonna kind of transition back into the rest of your day, you can come up to sitting whenever you're ready. If you have time to stay as you are, then stay as you are. Know that once again, I'm so thankful that we can connect together in this way. And I hope that we all continue to show up, because I think that we're going to need to do this work of staying home for a while yet. So thank you for showing up. I know the days where it's hardest to breathe deeply and to stretch our bodies and show up to the mat. Those are the days that we need it the most. Namaste. Thank you.